Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Vasco. I'm the CEO of Dotfile. Behind the computer with me today is Alex. Dotfile is the modern operating system of compliance. We help financial institutions verify their business customers anywhere in the world and in seconds. Verifying a business, also called KYB, is a lengthy, manual, and complex process. It takes a lot of time, and it's frustrating for everyone involved. But we believe it doesn't have to be that way, and we'll show you how you too can automate customer onboarding and AML procedures with Dotfile. Over the course of this demo, we'll show you two things: how you can investigate a company and how you can request information for them. So let's imagine that Alex here is a compliance analyst, and he's been tasked to verify a company called Coelia Capital, a potential customer in France. And so he'll start searching for the company thanks to our integration with Official Register. So we can see that this company is actually an investment firm, that they've been in business since 2016. And we can also see that we've already identified 2 beneficial owners and a couple of legal representatives as well. So that's great. So go ahead, Alex, and create a case in Dotfile so we can move along with the investigation. And so, by the way, this company that we've just added, do you have any data on their financial, on whether or not this company is profitable?
Yeah, let me have a look. So from their financials and latest published books in 2022, we can see that they're indeed profitable, but their net revenue have been decreasing year on year.
Interesting. And so now let's take a look at the ownership of this company. What we can see here is that Fleur Pellerin is the key shareholder of this company with about 66% ownership, and the rest is owned by Antoine Dresch. So Alex, would you mind checking if this data is consistent with what we can see in their articles of incorporation? So what Alex is doing right now is ordering this official document straight from the register. And in that way, we don't have to ask for the document to the end customer, and it works in more than 100 countries. So scrolling right there.
Yeah, so what we see on page 6 is that at the moment of incorporation, they respectively bought 660 and 340 euros of capital, which is consistent with what we've seen on the graph.
OK, seems OK indeed. As a next step, let's screen the 4 individuals that we've seen earlier for sanctions, PEP, and adverse media. And so Alex is doing that by applying a template to automate those verifications on all the key stakeholders on which we want to pursue an investigation.
So we indeed have an alert on Fleur Pellerin. Let's have a look. From what we see, she was a member of the French government, but after some investigation, we know that she left office in 2016, so let me go ahead and discard that alert. However, we're going to toggle the ongoing monitoring in case she holds a position of power later on. We'll be notified, and so we'll have a notification.
Perfect. So now let's do 2 things. Let's verify the identity of Fleur Pellerin, and maybe let's ask a registration of certificate of registration for this company. So what Alex is doing now is creating those checks in a few clicks, and then he'll be able to share a link to a portal with the customer so they can upload the missing information. And by the way, this portal is entirely white label. It can be personalized with your brand, with your own domain, and you can insert any question that you want. So going ahead with the registration certificate, analyzed in real time with AI, and it seems that you made a mistake here, Alex.
Oops, sorry about that. Let me upload the right one.
It's not the right document. And let me tell you, this feature is a lifesaver. Being able to detect when the document matches your criteria in real time in the flow saves you from having a lot of back and forth with your customer. So doing the same thing with the identity document now. And let's head back to Dotfile to see what it looks like from the back office.
So we can see that the document was approved, well, the right document was approved automatically through the AI. So it's the right age, it's the right company, Coelia Capital, the right registration number, and address as well.
Perfect. And what about the ID?
the ID. I have a feeling it's going to get rejected. I don't have a real ID, and so we're using a specimen. Indeed, it was rejected.
Obviously. And so I can also see that this case we created together has a risk that is set as low. Can you explain us what that means?
Yeah, so we use a risk engine that takes into account several different components. In this particular case, it's maturity score, geography, industry, and a dozen of other different components. And the compute deemed the risk of this counterparty to be quite low.
Interesting. And maybe as a closing step of our investigation, would you mind tagging me on the case so I can have a look later on?
And it's done.
Perfect. Thank you very much. And so today we've only scratched the surface of what you can do with Dotfile. Our customers are using our platform and our API to verify thousands of business customers every day and automate repetitive tasks such as reporting and periodic reviews. So all of this is integrated with their existing system, and it also gives them a much more data-driven view of their whole onboarding process. So if you're interested in learning more, come visit us at our booth or at dotfile.com. Thank you very much.